Hey guys, welcome back to Whining Blends. Here we are again with episode 13 with my co-host, Mr. Hoos. What's going on, Mr. Hoos? How you doing today, buddy?
Everybody, I'm awesome for a Thursday. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. So as you guys see today, we're going to have a different layout here. We're actually sitting at some tables. Mr. Hoos got his wish. He's been begging me.
Table format. I've been asking from day one.
Yeah, from day one. He's like, can we just sit at a table? Can we sit at a table?
Convenient. I feel like I'm at a diner. You know, you can.
And actually, I'm digging this. It does feel a lot better, a little more comfortable.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm behind a computer, so you can't really see my my belly over here.
I'm hiding behind under the table.
Yeah, we're hiding everything. We're just keeping it legitimately hide here.
So we have our Coronas here.
I know, that's it. Guys, the other thing is, I know we were supposed to be doing the hot dog tour on this episode, and we were going to go live. Unfortunately, work got in the way. Very busy. I wasn't able to, last minute appointment, so I wasn't able to make it happen with Mr. Hoos. But I promise it'll happen. We'll figure it out. If maybe we're going to try it again. I'm not going to say 100%, but we're going to try again next Thursday.
We're going to tentatively do next Thursday.
Tentatively, yeah. So let's work it out that way to see if we can try to figure it out. But I promise that will happen.
It'll be fun.
It definitely will happen. Actually, you know what? And I was talking to somebody about doing a hot dog tour to see, to get a couple people there. And they were telling me that there's two places in Elizabeth called Tom and Jerry's.
I know very well. Been there a million times.
That they're always
potatoes in a cup.
They're
Tommy and Jerry's is awesome. It's right next to each other. It's down the Berg. It's on the Ave, but it's right like on the entrance to the Berg. So it's got two different places. You can get regular, just dirty water dogs in one spot, and then you can get like an Italian hot dog at another. But you get potatoes in a cup there. It's Tommy's and Jerry's has been a landmark hot dog place in Elizabeth forever.
Really? Okay.
Great.
So it's almost like the cheesesteak places in Philly, right?
Correct. Yeah, similar. Yep. And actually,
corner.
One of the two were not doing well about 6-8 months ago. And, and it was posted on Facebook, and people answered the call and went there and kind of helped build the business back up. They started patronizing it more, awesome. Kind of where they're supposed to be, and it's an icon. So that's definitely it warrants us stopping there throughout our hot dog tour. We're going to be going to Newark. We're going to be going in Union County and then working our way south, obviously, but there's going to be some good spots.
All right. So maybe we should stop there and especially help them out if they, if they were down like that.
100%.
We can help them out. And
it's a great spot.
And it's a great, Italian hot dog.
Yeah. And we have, and there's another one, Randy, the hot dog guy in Hillside. So we could do Newark, Elizabeth, Hillside, and then just kind of work our way.
All right.
We'll come up from some good spots and we'll try to post where we're going to be so everybody has an idea.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. So stay tuned, guys. It'll definitely, and we'll announce it when we go live. Maybe a day before in the morning, we'll start putting out some notifications so you guys can tune in on our YouTube. Mr. Hoos, now also we just got approved to go live on TikTok, which is awesome.
We did. See, milestone.
Yeah.
See? All right.
We finally YouTube. We couldn't go live for a while. Now we can
TikTok.
go live on YouTube. We can go live on TikTok. So we're gonna do some live ones. So, guys, stay tuned so we can do some things on the fly and there's no editing. I mean, we don't really edit these podcasts anyway. So what you guys see is what you hear. What you hear and what you see is what you get.
That's right.
We don't really do too much editing and anything out of this.
It's the real deal.
All. It's a real deal, exactly. Sipping beers and talking shit. That's all we do.
And having a backup. I just pulled out my backup.
Jesus, you're already on your backup? We just started on this goddamn thing.
They're going down easy today. That's why.
They are. It's Thursday.
That's what happens.
Hey, guys, so we had some interesting news this week. So you guys know we signed Jameis Winston. I don't even know if we talked about it in the last pod or happened after
we
the pod.
didn't. If we did, it was very little. I was. So the night that happened, you texted me. Did you see what happened? It's like we get the information at the same time because we were both looking at Facebook and there was some kind of news. And, I wasn't happy about it initially because I really wanted Aaron Rodgers, but I've grown to be happy with this decision.
And on
he's
that
actually
note,
a good.
I'm going to post a meme that you actually sent me. I'm going to do it this time.
Okay.
I mean, where you're screaming.
Oh yeah, I was very. Listen, it was 10 o'clock at night. I wasn't thrilled, but when you realize The kid is the youngest Heisman Trophy winner ever. He's like Brett Favre. He throws a bunch of touchdowns, but he throws a bunch of interceptions. But you know what? I'll take it. And then right after that, now we're thinking, hey, we got somebody in there to at least kind of help control this game until our next second pick, I would say. Don't know how that's going to work out. Would have been developed into the next franchise quarterback for the New York Giants.
Right.
And then a couple days later, what happened?
We signed freaking Russell Wilson. Holy shit.
So now we have no quarterbacks. Now we have two veteran quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Now, are they the top of the heap? No, but you know what? With what we've had, right now it's a welcome situation.
Well, listen, we went from Tommy Cutlets to two veteran quarterbacks, right? So, yeah, I mean, as much as these are the two guys we didn't want to sign, I mean, I don't see Aaron Rodgers signing anywhere anyway.
Well, apparently now he's having some second thoughts. I saw something today about, and they come up these posts and they have these incredible taglines, and then there's no substance at all in the narrative of this post. You know how the Giants are really kind of changing his mind now because since we've signed two veteran quarterbacks, now is he going to lean to retirement? I really, at this point, I don't give a shit.
No, I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah, we're done talking about it, right? We're done talking.
We're done. We're done with the Aaron Rodgers thing. I kind of wanted him because I thought it was going to help us get where we need to be. But you know what? I think we're in good hands with these two guys that are going to do what they're supposed to do and help train the upcoming next quarterback, hopefully second pick. Now, that gets us to the next part of the conversation.
Okay.
We're getting closer, obviously, to this happening, and then day by day, the mock drafts are changing.
Right.
So it's different with who's it going to be, and everyone has the same mentality that Cam Ward's going to be the first to go. It's going to be Tennessee that's going to pick them, and then Cleveland is going to be. Are they going to pick a quarterback, or are they not? A lot of people now are saying that Shedeur is going to fall in our hands at number 3 if we want him.
Okay.
I still feel I'd rather do Travis Hunter and get Jackson Dart later in the first round and buy up to get that point.
I agree. I am in agreement with you on here. Tennessee. So it seems like some stories that we read that the Giants did try to get the first pick, but Tennessee wanted too much. So obviously we didn't get the first pick. So and I'm assuming we wanted the first pick to get Cam Ward, right? This is an assumption.
Correct.
But they wanted a lot of money. They wanted a lot of trades, and the Giants weren't willing to make him. Which, you know what, we don't know the details, but I'm probably glad they didn't do it because they probably wanted some of our young players and probably a shitload of money and all that,
picks
right?
For next season,
and picks,
25, 26.
Right, exactly. So I'm actually glad they didn't do that. But I totally agree with you. I think if we can get Travis Hunter at pick number 3 and then maybe do a trade up wherever Jackson Dart is going to fall in,
25th
right?
25th pick in that area. That's our next one, I think. But
okay,
listen, he may be gone by then.
But maybe we can trade up.
But right, that's what I'm thinking. But here's the problem. So what happens if Cleveland picks Abdul Carter?
I don't know.
Because at that point
everybody thinks that we're going to go for
Shedeur is there, and I know Dion wants him to go there, and the whole thing with the cleats last week and everything. And I'm not saying it's a bad decision. I'm just being greedy.
Trying to get two
I want 2 for 1.
Yeah, exactly.
I want Travis Hunter, so we have a wide receiver / cornerback,
right?
And we can kind of advance that game there.
I mean, it's not going to be a bad pick. If
no, it's not going to be either way. We're going to work with it.
If they take Abdul
and we're going to take Shedeur, it's what's going to happen. And you know what?
Yeah.
We'll free agency. We did okay, and we'll bolster the rest of the line through the later part of the draft. And that's how it's going to have to be.
And I think I'm okay with Shedeur. Let's take Shedeur.
I don't mind him either.
I know I talked.
But I know grab at Shedeur, you don't get Travis Hunter then.
No, you don't. You don't.
So that's the problem.
I mean, but yeah, of course we want the cake and eat it. So that's
absolutely
we're Giants fans. So these why we want to make these decisions ourselves to make this work. Right? So. But yeah, let's see. I mean, let's see what happens. Maybe Cleveland does take Abdul. I mean, they need a quarterback too.
I know.
I mean, it's not like who do they have now? They have what's his name? He's always hurt. Deshaun Jackson. Yeah,
right.
Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but he's always hurt. He's
always and he's a problem.
And he's a problem. He's always on the. He's always hurt. He's always out, and that's why they had Jameis Winston as a backup quarterback because they knew he was going to get hurt. Right. And you know what? He was doing good for.
Well, you want to hear another possibility?
Okay.
So let's just say Cam Ward goes Tennessee. That's pretty much a done deal if you ask me. So now number 2, Cleveland picks Shedeur. And then we have a John Elway / Eli Manning situation. I'm not going.
That could be too.
And my dad is going to say I'm not going either.
Oh, that can happen too. Trade me to the Giants.
Do something now. I mean, remember when Eli goes, yeah, well, we've just made the decision that we're not going to comment any further, but we're not going to be going through with that.
Yeah,
we're not playing for the Chargers.
I'm not going to San Diego. I mean,
Archie Manning handled that whole thing.
Let me tell you, San Diego didn't have a bad with us either.
Phillip Rivers.
We got Phillip Rivers.
Well, actually, Phillip Rivers was picked by the Giants.
He was.
That was a trade.
That's what I mean. It wasn't like they had the short end of the stick either. Phillip Rivers was pretty good for him.
Absolutely, it was good. But that's how it worked out. But
yeah, it could happen. Deion has pull, man.
Listen,
Deion has pull.
They're saying Deion has already. They've decided as a family where they want Shedeur to be.
Right.
And I don't think it's Cleveland.
No, they want. Why would he want to go to Cleveland?
Well, everybody else thinks the Giants are terrible, so why would they want to come to us?
But when's the last time the Browns made to the playoffs? I think they're a lot worse than we are.
Yeah, I mean they had a good team recently, not last year or the year. I mean they weren't too bad a few years ago. There's some rebuilding there. There's no question, but
yeah, but
Cleveland's not a team for. That's not what Deion wants.
No, exactly.
And Deion's going to dictate where his son
you're
goes.
talking about Deion Sanders here,
and I'm not saying that Shedeur is not going to make the decision, but he's going to make the decision based on his father's advice.
Right, of course.
And when just like you would do with your kid, I would do it with my kid. I'll bring it in the corner. We're going to have a conversation, and this is the best thing you need to do.
100%.
So that's definitely what's going to happen. And I don't think there may be drama in the second pick of this draft.
Actually, you know what? That'll be pretty interesting.
There may be drama.
So let's see. Maybe we get the Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers drama.
Right.
And say, I am not going to Cleveland. You better trade me.
Yeah.
So
but now there's no pick. We haven't picked yet. He makes that decision. Then what happens? Does he negotiate with another team?
Could be. I mean, because the Giants can say, well, that's great, but we're not giving up Hunter if that's who they pick.
Right.
You know what I mean? They might say, well, that's great for you, but we don't want you that bad either. Maybe if it was Cam Ward, maybe it would have been different. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting. So, really, I think
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, the first, I definitely can't wait. The first pick will be, maybe we should do.
What?
Maybe we should do the podcast during the draft.
That's a good idea. We could do that live,
just live.
Yeah, live podcast.
As Bill O'Reilly said, we'll do it live. We'll do it live. Yeah. We'll do it live.
That's actually a good idea. When is the draft anyway?
I gotta find a date, but it's a month from yesterday, I believe.
Okay. All right. So
we can go live. We can.
All right.
Watch, see what happens, and then go. I mean,
hopefully I'm not away because I'm supposed to be away the 18th to the something.
It's going to be interesting. So first pick is going to be, I think, standard. Tennessee's going to pick Cam Ward.
Cam Ward's going to go. That's 100%. Tennessee is picking them.
Then after that, it's going to be dicey based on who Cleveland picks. But if we know this, of course they know this.
Right, of course.
So we're doing this as the civilians and fans who watch the game. This conversation is taking place in their...
Right now.
Right. Yeah. Consistently in their war room.
Let me ask you something. How about another twist? What if the Giants don't want Hunter and pick up Abdul?
We need a pass rusher.
We do.
But he actually, they just made a statement today that he's going to be out for a little bit right now as far as...
for the beginning of the season?
But no, for throwing in front of people and stuff. That
okay.
There were workouts for the teams to come look at them.
Yeah. Hunter is?
Abdul Carter.
Oh, Abdul Carter.
So he's got some kind of prior injury that's a little slightly aggravated. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. But
okay. I mean, that could be another twist. What if the Giants say we need a pass rusher? I mean, because we have we just
Would
picked
you take
up
Abdul Carter over Travis Hunter.
I'm going to explain to you why I'm thinking they might think this way. We just picked up 2 good freaking cornerbacks. We do have a great wide receiver, right?
Right.
we're probably going to trade or pick up another decent wide receiver. I mean, we signed Darius Slayton. I'm okay with Darius.
We re-signed him.
We got a good tight
Jalen
end.
Wyatt.
Yeah, we got a good tight end.
Wendell Robinson.
We got Wendell Robinson.
So I mean,
we don't have a pass rusher. Thibodeau is not. He has flashes, but he's not a pass rusher like oh my God, we don't get pressure to the quarterback, right. And that's the problem. And I can't blame the cornerbacks for getting beat when the quarterback can sit there all day waiting to throw the ball because we can't even come close to them.
So I just like the Travis Hunter thing because if him and Malik Neighbors are out there, they're going and the first time you're going to see him out there. And if we fake it and do, go to Malik while he's out there, they're going to call that. But then the second time when we do just exactly the opposite, they're going to have no idea what we're doing.
Right. No, 100%. Hunter is a game-changing player, too. I think on both sides of the ball, right? But
definitely.
I mean, we don't know. What if they do go after Carter just because we don't have a pass rusher and they're like, you know what, maybe we can get somebody because we already –
all right, so now you're gambling. So if you pass up on Shedeur and you get Abdul Carter, now you have to guarantee yourself you're going to get Jackson Dart.
Correct. That's what I mean. Now you trade up.
But now you don't have a choice. If you have Shedeur, you're done.
Right, you're done, yeah.
But then you have Travis Hunter. So if you get Travis Hunter, you're going to be in the same situation you are with Abdul Carter, but I think you're boxing yourself in just a little bit. I mean, do we need him? Yes, we could certainly use him. So I mean,
there's just so.
I guess there could be worse situations. So these are situations that all have some kind of positive result if they go forward.
You know what the bad situation is because we're pick number 3 because we sucked last year.
You're right, but we're not going to get that next year. So
no, we're not.
So let's talk about what everybody talks about when it comes to this part. If we don't get a quarterback, so a lot of people think, since we have Russell Wilson now and we have Jameis Winston, that we're not going to pick a quarterback at all for this year. And why? Because next season, Arch Manning is eligible for the draft.
He is.
So are we going to hold out for that because of the bloodline?
It could be.
Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad thing because these two guys will, if we have the proper line, Russell Wilson is a pocket passer. Jameis Winston's he's a thrower. There's no doubt. So,
he's a gunslinger.
Right. So I don't think we're going to miss with as long as we have a good O-line intact and we could get over 500 with these guys. We certainly can. If our line is bolstered and the free agency moves that we've made develop into what we think they are. And supported by the draft too, because don't forget, it's not just about the first 3-4 picks
it's the whole draft.
We have the rest of the draft to go and we're going to pick up some good people with it.
Yeah. Listen, there's a lot of bets out there about the over and under how many wins the Giants are going to have. I think the Giants, I know I say this every fucking year, Mike, but
my kids they go, yes, sure, Dad. You said that last year.
I think
Giants are going to be great this year. Right. Sure, Dad.
My whole family,
sure, Dad.
And I'm like, every year about to start the season, I'm like, I think we're going to be good.
And I'm the only
year.
One that says it. Me and you. But in my family, I get the, okay, Dad. No problem.
Yeah, I'm the same thing. Everybody's like, and my brother-in-law, he's like, all right, dude, you've been saying that for the last 7 years.
Right.
I'm like, I have a feeling. I think this year, even my wife, she's like, what are you talking about? Last year, I goddamn saying the same thing. And what happened? We had the worst record. We had 3 freaking wins.
And what about 2 seasons ago? The opening game Sunday night, it was the night game.
Yeah.
It's Dallas, 40-0.
Yeah, 40-0. What the
City.
Fuck? Bro, and that's the thing, right? Just because Danny Dimes showed us what he did in the playoffs against the Vikings. So we thought, you know what? The following year, we're going to do a lot better. And it was just horrible. Then the year after, just even worse.
It's like the bad.
We are Giants fans, so we understand this feeling, but we gotta approach it where we think something good is going to happen this year. So that's why I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And I know you guys are going to say, well, you repeat this shit every fucking year. But I just have a feeling even with Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, I think we're going to do,
we're going to do okay.
I think we're going to do good.
Yeah. I think, put it this way, we'll get the 2 men to keep their jobs more than likely.
Yes, exactly.
And then let's face it.
I like Dable.
Brian Dable is a quarterback's coach.
Yeah.
Listen, he can develop quarterbacks. So if we get the right pick here, and maybe it'll be Jackson Dart. I don't know. The Shedeur thing is there's days I like it. There's days I'm not that okay with it. I saw today, and they were like, he's not. People are like, what kind of arm does he have? And he had a gun today. I saw the video, and I'm like, the dude can throw.
No, and he's a pocket passer.
Yes. So I mean, Jaden Daniels, is he going to be like that? I mean, he kind of reminds me a little bit of that. I'm going to stay still. The Phil Simms, hang in the pocket, find your target, execute, do your thing.
Bro, nobody was talking about Jason Daniels.
Or Jalen Daniels.
Jalen Daniels. Yeah, we got to get the names right here.
Yeah,
get ridiculed.
Yeah, because I called Shedeur something else. Shakur. I don't know what I called that one. But yeah, I give a shit.
But yeah, I mean, listen, Daniel. Let's just call him Daniels. Nobody thought. Not that I heard of. I mean, obviously, we're not Washington fans, right? So
Caleb Williams was the big talk for
exactly. Williams was the talk.
Yeah.
And look where Daniels came out of. He came out freaking.
Kid's awesome, though.
He's freaking good, man.
Kid's
I mean, that's
awesome.
You never know, right?
And now we have another fucking good team in the NFC East. So
I know. Well, yeah,
we're the shitballs of it.
We're the shittiest team on the. I mean, the Cowboys didn't do much, but the Cowboys are always there.
They always get their press and their activity. They did nothing in free agency. What are they going to really do in the draft? Listen, Dak Prescott is just it's sour.
I know. It is. It's already, I don't know. They're always going to fumble it anyway.
Right. They'll be great during the season, and then it'll be shit at the playoffs.
They'll be a shit. Yeah, they're always. They can't even go to they can't make the playoffs. They always fumble it at the end. So.
And we're going to hear this is our year.
Yeah.
This is it. It's America's team.
Yeah. Damn Cowboy fans.
Okay.
Why does New Jersey have so many damn Cowboy fans?
Because and I'm friends with a ton of them.
Yeah, they
love these guys. Hate their football choices, but and we hear it all the time.
Yeah, my good friend, he's a freaking Cowboys fan.
I could do one group text when we fuck the Cowboys, which is few and far between. But when we do, there's like 8 of them on my list, and I tag them all, and I just shove it right in their ass, every one of them. But
we're bad.
They give it back to me though. They're like, yeah, your Giants are like they're a Pop Warner team. Yeah, listen, it is what it is. I agree with you.
I'm not denying it,
but we're getting pressed right now. I mean, listen, we have two veteran quarterbacks that could probably do better than what we've seen for the last few years.
And not for nothing, we've won a Super Bowl
twice in the last.
Well, but we've won
2007 and then 2012.
Okay, but we won twice before they even won any.
Yeah, listen.
What's the last time they won a Super Bowl?
95. Who, 95. Cowboys? 95.
95. So the last time they won it was
there's professional football players that weren't born before the
exactly. We're in the 2000s. Let's go.
But guess what? This is their year.
They're gonna go all the way.
Yeah, go Dallas.
Go. Let's go give Prescott. What do they give him? A fucking shitload of money.
Go Dak.
Yeah, go Dak. So hey, but just keep it on the NFL news. Now the NFL is advocating to get flag football in the 2028 Olympics. I'm actually okay with that.
I am too. Listen, I love flag football.
I think flag football is cool. I think it should be in the Olympics. Why not?
A new and upcoming college sport, high school sport too, for girls is flag football. My daughter played 2 years ago. It kind of interfered with lacrosse. It was same season, but I kind of just said, please do it. Yeah, I wanted her to play flag football. I wanted her to. She knows the game. She watches the games with me. Has since she was a kid, young. So all my kids know the game, and they're all girls, but I treat them like boys, like they know football.
Right. They watch it.
They watch it all the time. And I just think it's great for girls. I think it's a great sport, and I think it's up and coming. And hopefully she's going to play it next year. And
that would be cool.
And then
listen, I'm all for flag football in the Olympics.
Cool. It's cool.
I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, keep the rules right. We don't want the flag football like we play in the Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah.
The Pro Bowl, I think. What do they score? Like 100 points or something? Right. It's crazy, but I mean, yeah, I'm all for it. Why not? I mean, I think
it looks simple. You have to grab this flag, but you know what? What if you grab and you miss? You're not gonna. You know what I mean? It's not.
I've played flag football. It ain't that simple. Right. It's not that simple. I mean, maybe it's simple for the NFL players. You know what I mean? Because they obviously they're fast, they're quick. You know what I mean? Their reflexes are a lot better than, let's say, me and you, of course. Or maybe, I mean, I don't know I don't know if you can put NFL players, flag football in the Olympics, just because then it'll become like when the NBA players started playing basketball.
Well, I had a problem
you know
with
what I
that
mean?
years ago. Let's
Dive into that.
okay, real quick. So, Olympic sports, in my interpretation growing up, has always been for amateur athletes.
Right, of course.
They're for the non-professional. Yeah, it could be the one rung lower, but these are for amateur athletes to progress into what they're doing, representing your country.
Right.
The minute they started that shit with the basketball 20 years ago, 20 whatever it was, however long it was,
in the 90s.
With Magic Johnson and they're representing our. Which listen, you could have sent the Harlem Globetrotters there to play, and they would have won. But I would have been better off with them playing than professional, like Michael Jordan played, Magic Johnson played.
Oh, the freaking stars!
Yeah, right. But and I get it because we did very well, but it's not what Olympics are about.
No, I mean, look at the hockey. We don't send professional players.
No, and there was movies based on how great that was in the 70s. Herb Brooks.
Right.
And I'm not a hockey guy at all, one little bit, but I remember living through that. And
no, it's giving the amateur guys, giving them their place to show in the Olympics, because it's not like they play it. It's not like they're on TV all the time, like the professional teams are and all that stuff, right?
So every 4 years, you compete country to country, and you put your best amateur athletes forward to represent your country. And that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm not a stickler for it, because it's not like all I talk about is the Olympics, but do what it's supposed to be.
Right. And I mean, I'm not the one sitting there either watching the Olympics all the time, but if there's flag football, I think I'm going to watch it.
No, I will. I definitely will.
And I think
okay with it.
And you know what? I think it should be men and women.
Right. Definitely.
You know what I mean? Do men flag football, women flag football. I'm
and all the girls that are playing flag football, their dads were all football nuts, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
I mean? They all exactly. That's why they like.
I'm here because my father made me come here.
Yeah. I'm a professional flag football.
Right.
Well, because my dad only.
Because every Sunday I just watch football with my dad.
Well, because when I give you an example, Mr. Who's, I only have daughters.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah,
so
that's it.
You're gonna play football.
That's all I have.
You like it or not? You
Correct.
play flag football. You got to make Dad proud over here, right? So let's do it. And
I used to be constantly reminded, you have daughters.
Yeah,
I know.
But you know what? It's funny. I have friends like that too. Like that, they only had daughters, so they're like, what do I do here? I want them to play something. Some kind of sport.
There's plenty of sports.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
my
they
kids
can
played
play.
T-ball when they were very young. All the girls played soccer. 2 of my daughters played basketball. It's
Yeah, my daughter played softball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get something. But you know what? I'm with it. Let's put it on the NFL. Let's get some flag football in there. Why not?
Do it.
Put it in the Olympics. Make it a little more exciting. I don't know. Sometimes the Olympics feel just boring.
Yeah. Well, you get it to like day 2 or day 3, and you're just like, done.
Yeah, right. You don't want to.
Yeah.
Especially when it's somewhere else and it's like at 3 a.m. and you don't even know. So when you go watch it at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, you don't know if it's live. You don't know if it's recorded. Like, I'm all lost, man. I don't even know what time it's going on. Oh, it's on 10 different channels. Oh shit. Okay, great. What am I watching?
I'm gonna go watch Seinfeld.
Yeah, I was like, just watch the show. Like, I'm done. I don't even remember the last time I actually watched the Olympics.
Yeah, it's good to talk about, but I'm not like, I don't have the dates on when it's gonna happen.
Right. Exactly. So I didn't even know the Olympics was coming up was in 2028.
Right.
So.
Right. I can't tell you the 4-year windows of when the Olympics are going to be.
Now, I can tell you.
All I know is they were in Lake Placid years ago.
Right. I mean, I can tell you when the World Cup is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know you don't pay attention to Mr. Who's to soccer that much.
I don't. My kids played it. I actually coached it when they were playing the house league. And so I got to know the game. Plus, I was one of the only fathers who sat for that 8-hour class to be certified to be a coach.
To be a soccer coach?
Yeah. Any sports coach in New Jersey has to go through this 8-hour class. And the reason is because there was a kid that was playing. They were normally an outfielder, and they got switched to second base. And this happened down the shore somewhere. This probably was like 20, 25 years ago. Pop-up fly. The kid goes to catch the ball. Misjudges it, breaks his nose. Parents sue because they said he wasn't playing the position he was supposed to be playing in.
No way.
Yeah.
And how? Well,
And they won, and now anyone who coaches, they blamed it on coaching. So now anyone coaching children in sports for New Jersey has to go through this 8-hour class.
And what did they teach you there?
It's not about the sport because I don't know shit about soccer.
So it's
and I'm up there going, go.
You see that net? Yeah,
right,
put it in that net. Put it in there. Put it in there.
It's true though.
I mean, so they probably teach you to respect the kids, right? Because
listen, it's you got to make sure it's all about training, making sure that if a kid's playing a certain position, that they're trained in that position. Although in sports, you should be able to be a utility player and move to any other position.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to.
It's a stupid reason why this had happened, but apparently there was a pop fly to this kid and did not catch it correctly, broke their nose, and the blame was that's not a position he or she's supposed to be playing. So therefore, they filed lawsuits and they won.
All right, but to me, that's retarded.
Of course, it's retarded. Well, parents are fucking retarded half the time.
No, that's true. Because if you're playing baseball, I don't give a shit what position you're playing.
Catch a ball. You
need to know how to catch a pop-up. So it doesn't matter what position you're playing. Every position needs to catch a pop-up, including a pitcher. I mean, even though like when you watch the major leagues that they call off the pitcher because he's coming off the mound, whatever, you don't want him to be involved. But that's just because you want to save his arm and stuff like that, not to get hurt.
Yeah, but he's also that first line of defense too, because what about, and it's only happened a few times over the last who knows how many years, but that direct line drive right back to the pitcher's head.
You got to know how to react, right?
Right.
So, but I'm saying any position in baseball, you need to know how to catch a pop fly. Correct. I mean, that's just rule number one. You know what I mean? I mean, and they also, the other thing is, maybe the training should be on how to handle, the kids. Because, these are all high school kids, college kids, right. Younger kids and stuff like that. Like, we had this news where this coach, Jim Zullo, he pulled this girl's hair because he got upset that she did.
I saw that too.
I mean, that was crazy.
That was
man.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah, that was horrible. Like what?
Like if you did that to my kid and I saw that, I would have beat the shit out of you in front of the world.
Me too. Like that was ridiculous that this coach, and then he apologizes. But listen, man, there's no reason for this reaction of pulling a girl's hair. It is a freaking game.
You should never coach ever again. If you don't have the restraint to be able to handle yourself, and you know what? It's not even your fucking kid.
Bro, that's the other. Even if it was your kid.
Right, you should. Right. I'm not saying you should, but I'm like, you have authority over your child. I get it. I'm not going to get into the whole
right.
capital punishment of kids in the 70s versus what's going on now. That's a whole different world. But the point is, you went and legitimately grabbed a kid that's not even yours. You grabbed her by the hair and you
pulled it back.
I was like, are you out of your mind?
Yeah. When I saw that video, I literally, I didn't even know the girl. I was flipping. Like I would, like you said, if that was my kid, oh my God,
I would have just
forget it.
Saw stars.
I don't even know. Right now, I'm already seeing stars.
Yeah, I saw that video and I was like, all I saw is my 4 daughters getting their hair pulled and me absolutely beating the dog shit out of that guy.
Oh yeah, for real. I mean, even me watching that video, I literally, like I said, it was in my daughter. I really wanted to run the court and punch that guy right.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Even though it's not your kid, like being at that game, there's no way that somebody didn't come out there and want to fucking kill this guy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And now your kid not want to kill you. That's not right. Yeah, so
exactly.
The point is, you have no business at all doing that whatsoever. And you know what? I'm sorry. That's not a thing that may not ever happen again. So you know what? You're out of coaching. You should not be coaching kids.
No, yeah, 100%. He shouldn't be. I mean, and he got cited for harassment, which he should. I mean, he should never be able to coach another.
Absolutely not.
Another girls' basketball team or any team, I don't think at all.
Nope.
He's like, it got out of hand, but dude, you got out of hand.
You got it out of hand.
Yeah, you got out of hand. Like, what are you doing? Like, come on. I mean, that was just ridiculous. I don't give a shit how much you're into the sport.
Terrible.
Don't touch it. You can go and talk to her and say, hey, I don't think you did the right, the play or whatever. I don't even know what she did wrong, to be honest.
Yeah, but what are you going to blame it on? The heat of the game?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I know. Seriously. Like, really? Like, and now makes me think, like, has he done it before off camera and nobody's just brought it up? Maybe now is going to be a bigger story where
the man's got a temper that can't be anywhere near Kid sports.
Yeah, so now maybe he's gonna, it's stuff is gonna come out. We're like, oh yeah, he did that shit to me in the fucking locker room. You know what I mean, or whatever. I mean, because that can't be just a one-off incident. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But the other thing is, Mr. Hoos, baseball started.
Yes,
baseball season is here.
Opening
Day was today, Thursday.
3:05, right?
Yeah, they had an opening day in Japan where the Dodgers played somebody.
That's not the same shit.
But I was listening to the news today on WFAN, and everybody's like, "Well, I didn't even watch the game." I'm like, "Yeah, I even forgot they were playing over there in Japan." But today was officially the opening day. You know what I mean? So let's see what the New York Yankees. I'm a big New York Yankee fan. I know you're not a baseball fan. I think you're a Mets fan.
No, I'm a Yankees fan for baseball. I don't mind the Mets, but I'd rather watch the Yankees. Yeah, okay. Like I'm not a fan of Juan Soto going to the fucking Mets. I mean, I think if you're a Yankee and then you go to the Mets, you're gonna go die there eventually.
Yeah,
and Met fans don't look at it like that. And that's okay. Yeah. It's absolutely fine.
They talk about how their owner has all this money. Okay, that's great. He had a lot of money last year. You guys had the highest payroll, and you did nothing.
And I was running around like crazy today. How did the game pan out today? Did they win?
So the Yankees won 4-2. We did start off the season with a lot of players on the injury.
Rincon pitched today, right?
Rincon pitched good. He pitched good, man. He pitched good today. I was surprised he pitched good. We won 4-2 against the Brewers. Our all-star closer, that's the best closer, supposed to be the best closer in the major leagues. He had a little rough start. He loaded the bases, but he only gave up one run. And, he did close it out, so we did win. I mean, it worked kind of almost perfect the way Boone wanted to set it up with, the starting pitcher going a certain amount. We brought in Mark Leiter Jr., which is Al Leiter's nephew. From
the Toms River area.
From Toms River area.
Actually went to Central Regional High School.
Yes, sir. We got to give him some props there. You know what I mean? And then they brought in Weaver for the 8th and then Devin Williams for the 9th. So it worked out good. Everybody hit pretty good. Everybody was questioning why we were having the catcher hitting first. And Austin Wells.
Who caught today? Austin Wells?
Austin Wells caught.
With the porn mustache?
Yeah. But you know what? The Yankees changed the rule this year, right? So anybody is allowed to have facial hair now. Yeah. So you were allowed to have a mustache, but now you can have a beard. You can have facial hair.
You know who disagreed with that? Johnny Damon. He actually talked about it. He actually made a post.
How crazy is that?
And he was, because when he was with the Red Sox, he was like Mr. Beard and long hair.
Yeah.
And he cleaned it up at the Yankees, and he said so. But he's kind of okay with how the rule. No, I got to look at the video again. I forgot, but he
didn't like.
He commented on the fact that it's been changed, and clearly now.
I mean, it's been a rule
for
years.
They're relaxing the facial hair issue.
Yeah, it's been rules for years. I mean, Rondon had a goatee on today. You know what? I'm okay with it. Come on, guys. It's 2025. Right. Let's change it up a little bit. I understand the rule. In the 70s or 60s, you wanted to be professional and make sure everybody shows up to the game. Professional. It is a professional sport, but it is what it is.
Yeah, right. So you make them have like no facial hair or just a mustache and neatly groomed and trimmed. I understand.
Right.
But yet you let these guys wear their
bling, bling.
Pants like pajama pants.
Not only that, and all
like
that
in the
jewelry.
20s and 30s. Remember when Aaron Judge did it too. The all the way up to the knee. I get it. That's a cool look.
Right.
These other guys they look like they're pajama pants.
Yeah, they do.
They do, and the big chains on their necks.
The big chains and all that stuff. But again, so everybody was questioning, why are we putting a catcher, Austin Wells, batting first? You know what he did today?
No.
His first at bat? Home run. Home run. Why not? The guy's the game is changing. It's evolving, right? So you want a guy that's going to be on base, especially in front of Judge, is going to get on base. Doesn't matter. Even like base stealers and things like that, they don't run. Nobody really runs too much. I mean, now the running is coming back and stuff like that, but it's always not the case for the leadoff hitter. You know what I mean? So I was okay with it. And today it proved them right. His first at bat, he hit a freaking home run.
Changes the game, man. It gets the game pumped. It gets people in the right direction.
And he gets people like, why is he hit first? You know what I mean? And then
now
Judge behind him, he's going to get good pitches.
100%.
Because nobody wants to pitch the Judge.
No, for sure.
So, but yeah, the Yankees pulled it off. We got their first win. I mean, we got a lot of injured players, but if the rookies step up, I think the Yankees are going to have a good season.
Good. Well, we're gonna follow it. We're gonna stay on it.
Yeah, we're gonna, and then we'll see how the Mets do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
with Juan Soto.
Let's see what Juan Soto did, Mr. Juan Soto. I'll take the money, and I'll just go across town.
Right.
I think the difference was minimal too.
It was a minimal difference. It wasn't
right. It was like a very minimal difference, but he wanted a box, and for his family, the Yankees said, "You want a box? You got to pay for it."
Barkley's the same way, man.
Yeah, that's true.
$500,000 a year.
Yeah. So
13.5.
So let's see what happens. Barkley showed it. It was wrong. I mean, Soto is a good player. I mean, he's always gonna do good. But the Mets always fold. I mean, they always fold.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like the Jets. You know what I mean? Like, you could do what you could. You're gonna have the best team. You had fucking Aaron Rodgers. Your defense is supposed to be really good. You have some offensive players. We're gonna do awesome, and you don't make the playoffs.
Right.
So, I mean, that's what always falls. I mean, I think I know the Giants haven't won in a long time, and we looked horrible the last whatever years, but
just got to keep the faith and hope.
We just got exactly.
And listen, we have things that are getting people motivated, and this draft is going to be one of them.
All I say is make January exciting, not that I'm watching.
Now I want Aaron Rodgers to retire.
Yeah, he needs to retire.
Yeah, you now. Go
stay in fucking California.
Yeah,
just walk on the beach with
your fucking blanket on your head, and whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, we don't want to fucking hear about it.
Yeah, watch your games from home.
Now it's over for us because we know we're not signing anybody.
Like, not to jump back into that whole thing, but he sees the news and everyone is waiting. I mean, how many times did you and me text during the day going, "Did you hear anything?" Like, we were waiting with bated breath to kind of hear these updates. You don't think this motherfucker knows that?
Of course he does.
And he's just watching it going, let me take everybody along for a little while longer. Like, that's a dick.
You know what, Rodgers? Fuck you. Yeah, we're not texting about you anymore because now we got Russell Wilson and James.
Where do you want to go? Go to Cleveland now.
Yeah, go to Cleveland. Pittsburgh. He's going to go to Pittsburgh. Have fun in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Because Pittsburgh needs a quarterback now.
Well, Mason Rudolph.
Oh, they got Mason Rudolph, yeah.
Who they're behind. I mean, listen, it's... Yeah, I mean, could they use another veteran that could, a big name, but...
I mean, and they won quite a good amount of games last year, so it's not like they have a high pick either.
They did better with Mason Rudolph than they did with Russell Wilson.
That's true.
So, but you know what? It's all about... I always believe it's about chemistry.
100%.
We know Russell Wilson's a good quarterback. Now, here's the thing. Not to jump back in this, but we didn't discuss it. Who's going to be QB1?
I think Russell Wilson is going to be QB1 because they signed him for 1 year. They did sign Winston for 2 years. Mm-hmm. So I think Russell is going to be QB1 to start the season, right? And then let's see what happens. Maybe the first 4 games, maybe they'll try him out for the first 4 games, see what happens. And if he doesn't do well, I'm assuming they're going to bring in Winston. And if our season really is going down the fucking toilet,
they'll give it to the rookie and what's going on.
Yeah, and if we pick up a rookie and we sign somebody in the draft, then they'll be like, all right, fuck it, let's just put him in. I mean, I think they're going to go 4 games. Let's see how Russell Wilson does in those first 4 games and see how we come out with our record and the chemistry between him and the guys. And, and he comes with baggage, too, because we got another Kelsey Swift thing going on here.
The Sierra thing.
She walks into the fucking to meet Dable. You see him, and she's in there like, really, dude? You can't walk in to meet the coach by yourself? Come on, bro. Right. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
No, so,
is the camera going to go on her all the time now? I mean, I didn't see it crazy.
The football version of Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
She has to be here.
She has to be here.
Listen, I've been bands through the years, and there's always somebody that, the girlfriend came to every rehearsal. There's always somebody that, my wife has never been to one. She's like, I can give a shit. I'll go see you when you're playing, but I'm not coming to your rehearsal.
Right.
And they sit there and they just kind of watch.
And it's like, I'm going to go meet the coach. Right. Well, I'm coming with you.
But I think, and I don't know why teams don't do it. If you have 2 good quarterbacks, why don't you just bounce them back and forth, even during the game?
I
like come out for a different play, line up a little bit, throw them off.
But you know what?
They're scared somebody's going to get hurt. Now you're stuck to one. I don't know.
But I think Dable is the coach to do something like that. I mean, listen, we don't know what's going to happen, but I can see him being the creative coach of, okay, Russell, you're in there now. First,
Right,
down.
having a nice third down. Fucking Jameis comes in and he's going to throw. You know what I mean? I mean, that's going to they know, these brainiacs know much better than we do football wise, but we're the coaches here.
Right.
We're the armchair coaches sitting at home and watching the game and seeing what's going on. So we're going to dictate, hey, we'll do this and do that. I mean, I think it would throw shit off a little bit.
I think so too. Bring him in, third down. No, 3rd and 3.
Why not? He's going to throw, but
you know he's going to throw, but he can run too.
That's correct.
So you don't know. You know what I mean? You bring him. I think he's a better runner than Russell Wilson.
Definitely. I think so. Russell Wilson is a pocket guy.
Yeah. So you can kind of change or bring him in second, confuse the defense, right?
Yes. That's the whole disrupt their thinking.
Exactly. We got to get creative, right? So I think you're on something here, Mr. Hoos. I think we should
a little duel.
Just bring
throw
back
people off.
Yeah. Hey, I don't see why not. Why not? You know what I mean? Do it. And in that,
be innovative,
Mr. Hoos. This has been a great episode.
Yeah.
And
our new format is cool.
A new format. I think I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. I hope you guys are digging this way too. Let us know. You know what? And I have the computer in front of me, so we can actually. I didn't really think about it, but I could start Googling stuff and getting right facts and all that stuff. So, we could be more spot on with our names.
Yeah, our name pronunciation.
So we don't butcher people's names and shit.
Shador.
So
he's going to end up being our quarterback.
He is. The shit we're talking, probably.
He's probably going to be. It's going to be. Abdul Carter's going to go number 2, and we're going to pick Shador, and that's going to be that.
We're going to be prime time number 2.
That's how it's going to go. And listen, it
is what it is.
It brings the press to New York. That's for damn sure, 100%. And I'm okay with that.
100%.
The New York market, you know what? We need that attention, and we need it because we're not really a good football team. We're getting better, obviously, and I think free agency, and I think what we got going on definitely has improved things. Let's hype this up, man. Let's hype it up.
Let's do it. Mr. Hoos, as always, it's always a pleasure to be in Whining Blends with you.
Absolutely.
And drinking some Coronas.
Same, brother. Same.
Talking some shit. And, oh my God, look at this freaking guy with the bottle over here, man.
Yeah, man.
Jesus, Corona, please reach out to us. Reach out to us. I got mine hidden over here. He's got his right front and center. So, hey, guys, and if any sponsors want to sponsor us, give us a call. Reach out to us. Visit our website at www.whiningblends.com. And also, we're on all social media platforms at Whining Blends, whatever it is, TikTok, Facebook.
And we're live.
And we're going to go live. We do a lot of shorts every day. If you guys don't want to sit in and watch our whole podcast, this one went a little bit longer. We actually went like 48 minutes, which is probably our longest podcast ever.
Right.
But we're excited about the new format. We have a lot of things going on where we can, and you can't see behind the cameras, but it gives us a lot of more information and things of that nature. So, guys, let's stay tuned for our next upcoming episodes. And like I said, we're definitely doing this hot dog tour. We're going to be going live.
That'd be great.
Hopefully we could do it next week. But we'll definitely keep you guys posted.
Yeah, man.
All right, everybody. Have a great weekend and peace out.
See ya.